Morning from a slightly foggy London. Today I'm going to be installing the SW Motech TRAX ION cases onto the BMW F900R. I've just received these today. I had a look at OEM BMW side carriers. Unfortunately they had to send them back. The hard panniers didn't work, the soft panniers have a fault in them apparently, which means that you can't take them off of the bike once you put them on. So I decided to go for the SW Motech bags, but I'll be showing you them later. At the moment I'm going to show you how to install the side carrier mounts, so I'll show you what that looks like. So these are the mounts that I've got. They go onto the side of the bike, and this is the bike. So what it looks like I'm going to have to do is remove the BMW mounts, which will involve 4 screws, 2 either side, and then attach the brackets onto here, onto the same screw points, and then there's a bracket for the license plate as well. So it'll be popping the license plate off, putting that bracket on, and then popping the license plate back on. It looks like it should be relatively simple, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so now I'm going to take the bracket off of here. So there you go, I've got a little bit of Wrangler. I've got the original BMW rack off. Be careful because this bit is actually holding in the top case as well. But next I'm going to take off the license plate. So next we need to put these in. So it's a spacer, then the bracket, then a washer, and the bolt. We've got a bit of thread locker. There's a larger one that goes at the back, and a shorter bolt that goes at the front. So let's try and put the first one on. So because I have the top box installed, I don't actually need the spacer because the top box bracket acts as a spacer. So just getting these finger tight. And then the front ones also don't need the spacer. So that's them installed, so just keeping the bolts a little bit loose for when we install the actual brackets themselves, and line them up properly and then tighten them. So now onto the license plate holder. So first things first, you need to remove these plastic dowels from the license plate holder. In focus. Just get a knife and wedge underneath them. I'm just looking at it and it looks like the screw covers aren't going to be used anymore, and it's going to be metal ends on the back of the license plate, but we'll have a look and see. So the way we're going to do it is we've got this bracket, which is going to go like this, and then obviously the brackets will attach there. These screws go through the back and then get this little stopper attached to the end like that. So I assume that it's just going to go through the license plate, and you'll see there's metal bits on the other side. So that's them installed. installed. Obviously on the outside it now has these metal bits, which don't look amazing, but not the end of the world. You can always paint them black or yellow. Next, I think it's just to install the actual brackets. So there we go, that's that locked in. So now I need to tighten up these bolts here, because that's now in the right position. This is the anti-lock theft device. So you need the key to unlock that one. Just going to hand tighten them for now, and then obviously I'll use a torque wrench to get the correct torque on them later. And then the other side. So the way that these work is you have like a shaped hole like that, you put this side through there, and then you get this round the correct way so that the pins are pointing outwards, and then you snap it over a little bit, and that's keep it on. And you do the same with both of those, and then on this one is where you put the anti-lock, anti-theft device, so you put that one through and just pop the same thing on. Obviously when you tighten this onto the frame you need the key to do that, whereas these are just a screwdriver, but you need to put a bit of force on. You won't be able to do it by hand because this compresses down. One thing I'm not sure about is how you actually unlock these. You can put the key in and twist to lock it on. Unlocks it on, turn it the other way. You have to go quite forward. And that's something I will check with SW Motech. Okay, so the first part of this is this bit, which is the hook for the actual panniers themselves. So you put this through 2 holes at the back, and then just put the bolt on the other side. Check and see whether the rubber jack fits on. This is the bag itself. Reveal. So here they are. I'll do a full review of them at some point. Here, this is actually the other side. So yeah, this just hooks onto here. And hooks onto here. That, and then this will come round and attach onto this. Like so. That's really nice. And fun. So let's get these bolts under here. They're rated for up to 10 kilograms and 80 miles per hour. So 10 kilograms is alright. As you can see, the give there. Just from the elastic of the bolts. Quick release system. So yeah, now to do the other side. Okay, so after a camera battery emergency, I've managed to get both of the panniers on, as you can see, on both sides. I've I'll give you a walk around when I'm finished, because the next part is the lock system. So the way the lock system works is you put this bit into the lock with it pointing down so it can catch, and then you push this little bit into the grooves. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, the grooves. You push that in so that locks in place and keeps the lock in, so you can't just pull it out. Relatively straightforward. Okay, so the locks were a bit more difficult than I thought they were going to be, just a bit more finicky. That is it done. So the locks were a bit more finicky than I thought they were going to be, but I suppose it's the manufacturing tolerances have to be pretty high. So yeah, that's it done. It took probably about 2 hours to install, slightly longer than I thought, but this is what it looks like. So you can see the locks on the back, on this side the locks as well. If we take a step back, I think it looks pretty good. And then from the front, again, I don't think it adds much, if any, extra width versus the wing mirrors, which is great. And then from the right hand side, and as I say, with that key, very easy to get open and closed. Take them off. The only thing I need to work out is, I don't know how this key works in terms of getting the bracket off. But yeah, that's it. Give me a shout if you have any questions. I'm going to go and get the bike and the camera inside before the rain absolutely tipped it down, because you can't probably see that, but it's not great. Laters.